together.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Milton Rendell and welcome to Real News Friday. Another big week. As far as Real Estate Institute WA, 931 sales. That's up about 3%. The amount of stock on the market at the moment, 8,503. So fairly stable. Still down 21% against a year ago. But obviously we seem to be staying in and around that mark. So what's coming in the market's pretty well selling. And we seem to be fairly stable around that figure and have been for some time. Talking to our other offices and looking at some of our statistics, we are certainly up on this time last year. For the last 2 months, we're up roughly about 17.8% for the group, which is fantastic. And we are seeing some increases in pricing as well, which is fantastic. And certainly around the Midland area, it's probably the highest inquiry rate that we haven't seen for some time. We recently had a couple of apartments move in what we call relatively short time, one within a couple of weeks. So that's really, really encouraging. In terms of rentals, 2,379 still in the market, down about 6% of what it was about a week or so ago, and 11% down on what it was 4 weeks ago, which is an interesting one. So it seems to be a little bit of a kick in the rentals. And also, just another statistic I was able to obtain this week was 804 properties in West Australia let for the week. So it's a lot of rentals done in 1 week. But the overall amount of stock is still down 26% on what it was a year ago. Now, just getting back to the market in general, we are having a good cross-section of inquiry. I think more and more people are speaking to their banks, finding out what they can do, and they are quite amazed at what some of the interest rates that are out there. Investors are slowly trickling back in, but that has been happening for a short while, and we have had more increase from eastern states inquiry than we have for some time. It'll be interesting once COVID's got hold, we haven't got hold of COVID, but once COVID slows down, whether we see a higher migration to West Australia and how that affects our market. A lot of pundits are talking about increase of population in West Australia, but again, this won't happen whilst our current state policies are in place. Obviously, we've shut the door to most people coming across, so that could be a grey area for some time. Hopefully, in the next 6 months, that things do open up a little bit, and we do see migration coming across, because we obviously need it for our mining industry, etc., because we are short of people here to fill jobs in certain areas, and I think it's healthy for the economy, as we would all agree on that. The mining industry, although it's kicked into our economy fairly strongly, there's a lot of other industries and businesses that are still struggling out there, which still need a little bit of kick along, and an increase in population would certainly help that. In and around the Midland area, we're certainly seeing, like I said earlier, more increased activity, but we're also hearing of more inquiry on the commercial side, where people are thinking about bringing businesses to Midland. Well, after speaking to Mike the other day, he explained that to me. Speaking to Dan in Plus Loans, busiest he's been again for probably about 7 or 8 months, and Plus Your Settlements is maintaining at a very steady rate month in, month out, but overall they're up about 150% on what they were 2.5 years ago. So we've seen some good steady growth throughout our whole group, and we think that'll continue for some time. Rents, there's still a question that's out there. We are seeing some increases in rents in certain areas. Other areas just plateauing a little bit, but again, that gets back to the type of accommodation and location. Got to remember, some of these suburbs have got older premises, so those don't appreciate as well, and tend to be slightly lower. And of course, it gets back to the actual condition of each property as to what type of tenant it does attract. But so this is sort of a message to most of the landlords out there: don't get just focused on dollars. Also keep in mind, to maintain good tenants, you must have a good premises to present to them. Anyway, in the meantime, if you've got any other questions, give us a call. Always happy to have a chat. Also happy to help you with any questions you have through the different divisions. Just call us anytime, or check out our website at realestateplus.com.au. Done.
Thank you.